Yo guys, welcome to a DS Wi-Fi battle versus Ryan5772. This was an anything goes battle I had with him, which means, you can use any Pokemon, including Ubers. I didn't use any Ubers though, but I don't actually have any EV trained, so that's the main reason why I didn't. So the battle starts off, it doesn't start off particularly well for me. With his Deoxys speed form, he sets up Stealth Rock, he then taunts Milotic, then he poisons Milotic, and then Surf ends up doing just under half damage, so I'm not in a good position to start off with. He takes out Deoxys, and I go with Ice Beam, because I knew Surf wouldn't 2-hit KO him, and just in case he might switch, but he unluckily switches into a Starmie, which means, Ice Beam's not going to do much to it. It uses Thunderbolt, does quite a lot of damage to Milotic. I use Hypnosis, it misses, but what are you going to do? Misses quite a lot of the time, sadly, but that 70% accuracy moves for you. He switches out Starmie and sends Deoxys back in. I use Surf. I'm not quite sure why I decided to do that, and I get a critical hit, luckily enough. But I decided I was just going to sacrifice Milotic because being poisoned and on low health, and I didn't really have anything to switch into Starmie beforehand, because I always find it difficult making teams, that don't get wrecked by Starmie, and this team was no exception. But anyway, I send out Gallade, he sends out his Garchomp. I use Ice Punch, outspeed because my Choice Scarf. I luckily get a freeze after his Focus Sash activates. So I switch out Gallade. I switch in Steelix because I wanted to get up Stealth Rock. He thaws out next turn, but he thankfully gets locked into Outrage against Steelix, so he's not going to be doing much damage. I set up Stealth Rock this turn, as I wanted to. So now, next turn, I can just roar out his Garchomp, so it's, will, on the switch in, it'll die, which is great. I roar in Zapdos. I didn't really have anything to take a possible Heat Wave, so I decided to keep Steelix in this turn. He decides to go for Agility, I imagine predicting the switch. I instead go for an Explosion, and I take out Zapdos, because I just wanted to get rid of it, because it can be a pain, and like I said, I didn't have anything to switch in, and also, I kind of wanted to wrap up this battle, go full out Assault, as I also didn't have Milotic. But anyway, I send out Gallade again. I use Close Combat on his Heatran, easily outspeeds due to Choice Scarf, and Heatran goes down, which is great. He sends out his Cacturn. I didn't think I would survive a Sucker Punch after the defense drop, so I switch out Gallade, and actually, I wasn't sure if he'd Sucker Punch that turn, but I decided to risk it and switch in Staraptor, get the Intimidate up, obviously taking a fair bit of damage from Stealth Rock. He decides to go with Sucker Punch, so that was great, but he quite cleverly gets rid of Cacturn, sends in his Garchomp just for it to automatically die, scout out what I was going to do, and get rid of the Intimidate. But he sends out his Starmie again, which, to be honest, starts ripping me apart right here. He uses Ice Beam, obviously outspeeding Staraptor, but yeah, his Starmie was a pain. Starmies are always a pain to fight, I find, because they're just so damn versatile and fast. I stupidly sent out Zapdos. I was thinking I might be able to survive an Ice Beam, but that was a really stupid idea of me to do that. But, so Zapdos goes down. I'm left with just Gallade and Frostlass at the moment, so ascending Gallade. I didn't want to get stuck using Night Slash against his Cacturn, as that was his only other Pokemon left. So I go with Close Combat. Doesn't KO, obviously, because it's not very effective. I was hoping I could survive the Ice Beam. I do. But I get Frozen, which was really unfortunate, but then again kind of makes up for earlier. So, yes, his Starmie has a choice specs, if you haven't figured that out by now. It took me a little while too, but so now I'm down to my last Pokemon, which is Frostlass. Stealth Rock kind of messes up my Focus Sash, which was not so good, but I was hoping for a speed tie, but his Starmie was actually faster, but I finished off with Ice Beam anyway. So now it's down to just Cacturn versus Frostlass. I knew Sucker Punch was coming, so I went with Destiny Bond. I was hoping Destiny Bond would activate the next turn if you decide to use Sucker Punch, and I was actually right. So yeah, the battle ended in a draw, so that was quite unexpected really. But thanks for a great battle, Ryan, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you next time.